21 is back, my franchise. I'm your host, Mr. G, and as always, I'm live from the Palace. Now, we're about to wrap the first season of my franchise up. We got two more games left. We have Dallas on the schedule, and then we're going to get ready for this playoffs. Other than that, y'all guys already know what it is on my side of things. Make sure y'all guys give me some thumbs up. Make sure y'all like and also subscribe to my channel. Other than that, good morning, love is love. We're going to rock out. For the people who's been following my channel, know that I am a diehard Giants fan. My original team was the Giants, but I switched them over. I changed their name, and now we are Brooklyn B. Other than that, I'm going to show y'all guys the playoff picture. Show y'all guys what that thing looking like right now. So in the NFL, we have San Fran with the first round bye. Then we're going to slide over to the AFL. We have Denver Broncos with the first round bye. So that's what it's looking like on both sides. We have on the American side, Denver. On the national side, San Fran. Alright, so that's what it is. Other than that, we're going to rock out. You guys know I played 60 minutes, 8 minutes a quarter. Let's do this. Last week, was a great game. I mean, it was bad for Daniel Jones. He came out and had 6 interceptions. But he got to get together because come next season, I don't know if we're still going to be around. But we're going to see what happens. So let's do this. As always, I appreciate support. We're going to let this thing load up and we're going to head out to the battlefield. Our first game against the Cowboys was a W. You guys know they are stacked over there. Big time players. But unfortunately, their record is 7-7. They are not in the playoffs as of right now.
Texas. It's week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys versus Daniel Jones and the Brooklyn Beats.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel.
Yeah, guys,
these folks are fired
leaders,
up as their guys
the
are
wild
ready
card,
to do
and
battle
also
between the Brooklyn Beats and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team in replay. They come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped a 4-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, our visitors, they've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to
Last
return
week's
this
game,
one as it's through the
we
end
was
zone
down
for a
21-0 in the first quarter.
The Cowboys offense as
We
Dak
came
Prescott
back, but we
gets
lost
ready to guide them.
And no
in overtime.
Unless
See,
you're on the defensive team last week in his numbers.
Prescott numbers.
The only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Here we go.
No touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been
Prescott,
tough on him because he's been working hard.
Fundamentals,
footwork,
let's
finding
get it.
the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to
Last
the 26.
week he had 12 carries for 56 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Picks up 1 yard, second and 9.
You're really underselling it. 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
And now we're going to play for the pass.
Big time game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Prescott.
You got to stop him from running the ball. That's another thing. He threw it away.
Incomplete.
But he took a hit.
Incomplete. So a look here at the key inactives, and we
So,
got this list
inactive for right now,
they tell us the same
as long
thing
as
every
it's
time,
second,
don't they? Next man up.
No excuses.
He's been hurt half the season.
That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will
Here
take over with a set of downs. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
Touchdowns,
At a
23
glance at the man under
interceptions,
center
over
at 6'5", he always demands attention.
3,000 yards
the
passing.
meeting we had with him this week,
We got to step it up.
one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
Last week was a very
not happy,
ugly game for him.
really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
They're hoping to get rid of that interception bug.
Saquon, 26 carries for 153 yards and 2 touchdowns last week.
How do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm
2nd
definitely
and
going to
7.
keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
Quick pass
to
Ingram. 3rd and 1.
A gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down here at about
the 1st down. 1st and 10.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
Bad pass. Bad pass.
His throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now Jones to throw again.
He's wide open. What a catch.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's Antonio Brown. I picked him up as a free agent. Signed him to a 1-year contract.
He's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
That was a pretty catch.
So
but Dallas is going to challenge it. But that is a catch.
And both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would
That's
be
a catch all day.
Catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
So the play on the field stands. 1st down.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Jones now on third down.
You're wide open.
This Cowboy defense looked ready for
I think he might have stepped out.
Brings up fourth.
But he got in there, though.
Good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. In the end, the opening drive, Charles does
he didn't get in
maybe
there.
Not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
He caught it, but he caught it out of bounds, so we had to take the field goal. So now it's Brooklyn 3,
they won't turn that down at
Dallas nothing.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
But we take the field goal.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better.
Prescott comes back out for the second possession of the game.
Settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened.
Second and 5.
You didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Picks up 2 yards.
Good job
2nd and 8.
keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance.
You gotta watch Prescott from running the ball.
People get caught up in what you're the reigning defensive player of the week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those. But
there he is.
The plays are just
Another tackle. Second tackle of the game. He has been performing all year long. He also was signed as a free agent.
Priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So now we going zone. 3rd and 8.
On third down, it's Prescott. He finds his target.
He didn't get the first.
And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Picks up 2 yards, 2nd and 8.
Nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up.
I threw it off my back foot. I seen the pressure coming. I had to get rid of it.
Nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
3rd and long.
8 yards to go.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking for Shepard deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Sheffield with the catch. First and 10.
A one-handed catch,
31-yard catch.
One thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all. As
Picked
he's
up
taken
4 yards.
down.
Second and 6.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Kareem Hunt only picked up 2 yards. We also signed him to a 1-year contract. Now it's 3rd and 4.
Here's Jones.
He's wide open.
The gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free.
All right, so now we got a big-time decision. 4th and 4. We can either go for it or we go for the field goal. I think I'm going to go for it. A quick pass. All we need is the 1st down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Jones. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert.
That is the last play of the first quarter.
3-0.
Brooklyn beats 3. Dallas Cowboys 0. So now we got a new set of downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Saquon picks up 2 yards. 2nd and 8.
Open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ingram has to make this block.
Jones with
Good
a
block.
to Barkley.
Let's get it.
Just not
Get him, boy.
Now room to run. And touchdown.
Get him, boy.
Saquon Barkley. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
That was 9 plays
Touchdown run
for 81 yards. Brooklyn, 10. Dallas, nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And that will be a touchback.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
Man-to-man defense.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
First and 10
That
Dallas.
means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly
What
what you're
bad?
talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Elliott.
Oh, good fake.
And pass gets the 35. He'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Elliott picks up the first down. First and 10.
Defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed
Go.
in.
Man to man.
The football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's going to
Elliott
be
in trouble.
down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now
Elliott missed that block.
Long, and suddenly the momentum shifted
3rd and 18.
the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack? It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
Got him. Get him, boy. Let's go.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
I don't know how he just did that.
And this one hits at the
So the ball is down on the 1-yard line. Oh, actually, no. Pardon me. That was a touchback. 7 carries, 49 yards, for 1 touchdown.
Nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable. And
it looked like the ball dropped on the 1-yard line, but we take that.
Going to approach 100 yards. You've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
Second and 11. Saquon lost 1 yard on the play.
Down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
I took too long. I gotta go.
He'll pull it down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not your normal call in short yardage.
Boston picked up 2 yards.
Very well there. Big people
1st and 10.
Being physical, and they pick up
Let me
a
set
first
it down.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking for Shepard deep. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
That was a bad pass.
With a pick.
Daniel Jones.
They're trying to resurrect his
It's still an
confidence.
interception.
Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he gets this up past the 30. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Second and 7.
Brings up second and
Prescott from the gun. And he'll go under.
I lost him.
Elliott. And brought down, but not before reaching
That's my
the
fault.
45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz.
Now I'm open up the field.
If he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his
I
primary
did the same bullshit again.
I think he had the read.
Come on, let's get it.
Out where the blitz was coming from and went to a secondary target.
I gotta watch Elliott.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Yeah, this will
We have an injury timeout
Nice pickup of 9
on the
yards
field.
on first down.
Got his Cowboys.
Look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott.
This is what I be talking about with this dude, man.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they move this all the
Cannot
way
let
down to the 9.
him get out that pocket. You gotta keep him down
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender.
in that pocket.
You know I'm going to do
So
that.
now it's first and goal.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball
I'ma
was
send the
not
blitz.
streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
Good play.
The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his
For
fourth
Dallas,
touchdown on the year.
gets on the board.
The Cowboys have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
Now the
That
score,
takes me back to our
10-7.
preseason tour of
Brooklyn.
NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one
Yeah,
coach who
33
said his
seconds
emphasis
left
here was scoring in the last 2
before the
minutes
half.
of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So
I'm gonna play safe.
One there.
I'm not going to force anything.
Makes their way back out.
We got a
NFC
3-point lead.
We give you a look at what's going
And we
on
get the
there.
ball.
And for the moment, they're sitting
Second half.
in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know, and often happens, this is all still subject to
I
change.
ain't want to call this play, but okay.
About that, but even
I'm going
when
to
the
go
math isn't
to
there
Brown in
yet,
the corner.
I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be
Go that way.
in the tournament, and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
Brown was
Now the offense
double
gonna use
coverage.
the first of their
I had to go to
timeouts.
England.
As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I need Shepard one-on-one.
Jones.
It is not. We're going to go to Brown.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And
Take a
finally
timeout.
taken down at the 44-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
So we got 14 seconds left. I should be able to get 2 plays off.
Back-to-back
One timeout.
plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Go move.
And that's
But he dropped it.
incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Shepard, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
I'm going to try to put this thing in the end zone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
We have 4 wide. Brown, Pettit, Ingram, Shepard.
Throwing again. Jones.
Oh, what a flag at? Thank you. Pass the scrimmage all day. Give me that.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag.
All right, we got
interference.
4 seconds.
Trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow,
let's get this field goal.
They make plays
Play
on the
safe.
football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
For the field goal, a 37-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good.
And that's good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where
so now we go into the half, 13-7,
EA Sports
Brooklyn.
halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final
halftime
playoff
stats.
berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy
And we're going to check
Week
these
16.
scores from around the league.
We'll begin out
Week
in the windy
16.
city of Chicago.
Washington
And as they approach
versus
halftime,
Chicago.
it's the Bears who are out in front.
Bears up,
The Bears seem to be on their
21-7.
way to what would be a good victory. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the
We
Bucs
got Philly
at home
and Tampa
at
Bay.
Raymond James Stadium. And they trail
And
the
Philly's
visiting
up.
Eagles at halftime.
21-0.
Carson Wentz has thrown a couple of touchdown passes there. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City.
We
See
have
what's happening with
Pittsburgh
the Lions at
versus
home at Ford
Detroit.
Field. And they trail the visiting Steelers
Steelers
as
up.
that game has gone to the
10-0.
half. A touchdown pass there for Ben Roethlisberger.
I'm surprised them
In our
guys.
game, we were treated to a
3-11.
strong first half from the former Blue Devil, Daniel Jones. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Start of the second half. Brooklyn up, 13-7.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line.
Got
So
a
the decision to bring it out
pretty
of the
good
end zone gets him 3 more.
return. 30 yards. Take it all day.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations.
Big hole.
Trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first
Second
and
and
10.
I'm not sure how much
First
more
and 10.
evidence they need, partner.
And the
than
blitz
to
is coming.
understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game,
Picks
they
up
knew he would be the full
3
component
yards.
of their attack. This is going to take
Second
an
and 7.
11-man unit.
I don't really
on
like
the
that
defensive side
pass
to
and
start
play
making
too much
plays.
because they
Well,
automatically
they're
go
unable to
right
convert that into
out
much,
of
but
bounds.
it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. And his throw here is incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Now it's
Receiver
3rd and
coaches
7.
preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jones.
That's what I need. One-on-one defense.
Looking to complete it.
That's what I need right there.
And he's going to have another first down here.
If you play man-to-man, one-on-one defense, I'm going to get that all day.
28. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football.
Saquon picks a
That's
1
a
yard,
big-time
2nd and 9.
right there. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Jones off the play fake. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep. The ball comes out.
Oh, fumble.
This will get out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Possession will stay the same. Give him 9 yards on the scramble.
Caught a break there.
Leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming. Can almost see inside his face mask there.
The ball went out of bounds.
He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Picks up the 1st down.
Give him 3 yards there on the 1st down pickup.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football.
He's wide open.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
At the Cowboys' 2-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he is
Saquon
in the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed.
Now we're going to go for 2 points.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab,
you got it.
jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
He hits the big target for the 2-point
That was big because now
hate those guys, especially around the goal
we are up.
It's hard to
by
decide
2
who
touchdowns.
you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage.
But it's still guiding it, though.
It's about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players
3-4 formation
as high as they possibly can.
The blitz is
I don't
coming.
expect him to have any let up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver,
picked up
you should expect
1 yard.
a few passes come your way too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
2nd and 9.
2nd and 9, just a yard on that last
Gotta watch.
run.
Tough day.
Prescott running the ball.
Right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Oh, I just missed that.
All afternoon, didn't get a whole lot better there.
That's good.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down.
We have another injury.
Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
So now it's 2nd and 5, and Dallas is moving the ball.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
We need to open up the field a bit.
First down, Prescott throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute.
Oh, he took me out.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry
there. 2 yards, second and 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Again, it's Elliott.
Good hit.
His way down right around the 12.
35, big down.
That's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Give me that.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble.
I got lucky there.
Receivers all game, CD, and that
should have been a pass interference, but we take it all day.
Yeah,
we gotta wait. Definitely gotta wait one right there. Oh, he faked it. Get the fuck out of here.
The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise, and the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
That was crazy there. I wasn't expecting that one.
Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got you.
That was crazy. 11 plays for 75 yards. So Dallas went down the field, and they faked a field goal. They ran it in for a touchdown, which was big because they needed that.
Kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Picks up 8 yards.
Just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On second down, it's Hunt. And he'll
Kareem Hunt did not get the first. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On third down, Barkley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
So that was the end of the third. Start of the fourth. 21-14. Brooklyn.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another
Saquon Barkley is in the zone.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's
get him, boy.
But he breaks through another tackle.
Still going. Get him, boy.
Across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Same exact result as last play.
Let's go.
A pickup of 11. It carries like that. That's how they're
going
to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them.
Did y'all see that hit that they put on Kareem Hunt?
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he gets it down to the 32.
Kareem Hunt.
They'll get
first down.
As the drive continues. It's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now,
flag.
he's getting muscled all over
I don't
the
know
field
what the
and
call
getting
is.
pushed down it.
Holding offense.
That was on me.
Are we doing this?
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Okay.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the
Now
flag
it's
came
first
out.
and 20.
Penalty against them.
A flag on us.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
We got Shepard, Pettis, and Brown on the outside.
Off the play fake.
Shepard's wide
Jones.
open.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Shepard. And he's able to get it down to the
Dallas.
25-yard line. It's
Total
a big
defense.
play, yet amazingly,
They are
because of how
7th
far they had to go,
in the
they're still looking
season.
at a 2nd down here.
On defense. 2nd and 4.
On the run, it's Barkley. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries.
Let's put this ball in the end zone.
Quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive
audible.
line, counting on the runners.
One-on-one.
Taking care of the
And it's caught.
That play
Touchdown.
is going to work every time when they play man-to-man defense.
His 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
9 plays,
It's pretty in-depth because
75
people
yards.
put the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield
Brooklyn
as
up
fast
by
as possible.
14.
There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And I go
And this
for
will
a
be
touchback.
a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Give me 1 minute, gentlemen. 1 minute. I apologize about that. You know, once that water bill kicks in, you got to pay it.
Get set to take the field. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets them 8. At this stage,
Now it's 2nd and 2.
be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller,
Now it's down by
I'm just looking
14.
at my dagger plays downfield.
Give me that.
Some of my specials,
Oh, I
something you
dropped
can
it.
pull and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
He'll fire
Interception.
deep downfield for Lamb. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep
All right, now this is 4th down.
all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They'll run it with Elliott.
I figured they was going to do that shit, but I missed the tackle. That was a big play.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Remember, that was 4th and a full
Dallas with a new set of downs.
First and 10. 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute, because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get
Brooklyn takeaways in the season.
And win at the line of scrimmage?
We are ranked 30.
At their 49-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Wide open.
Prescott got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 30.
Let's send this blitz.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
7-yard line.
Now Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you
cover man 6 zone.
Scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Taken down.
R.J. McIntosh made the stop.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little
2-minute
bit
warning.
out there. They've been out in the field for a
28,
long time.
14.
And that last
Brooklyn.
run, they just cut right through them.
We are in week 16. First season of my franchise.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throw left side complete. It's Schultz. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo.
I'm gonna play for the run.
Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Get him.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation,
big hit.
You kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And this is caught now for a late touchdown.
They got it.
So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
That's what Dallas needed.
Is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up
Those
a little
13 plays
You're
for
exactly
76
right.
yards.
If you have that
I'm guessing they're going to go for the onside kick.
And even more hope when they had to slog their way down.
Oh, they didn't do it.
The touchdown, but it's almost like,
Okay.
yeah, you know,
So all we got to do is get
exactly.
that clock running.
Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let's get the clock moving.
Out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just leave this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
First down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run. This is Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
So the Cowboys
use
their last timeout.
Second down play.
With a minute and 20 seconds left in this ball game.
Now it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
All right, so we're just going to quarterback now.
And a Brooklyn first down.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
We're going to do it once again. We might as well. It don't make no sense to force anything. 2nd and 11. We're just going to push us back 1 yard, but it's okay.
Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done.
But once again, this is week 16.
Coach at a previous stop telling
we got one more game.
On the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there.
And
like
we're going to head into the playoff.
They did in this one.
Game is
Down
over.
to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball.
Pretty good game. Saquon Barkley.
For a loss.
So this
Daniel Jones only threw 1
It's a
interception
victory for our visitors.
after last week.
I'm not breaking any
throwing
news
6.
when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take
We had 175 yard passing.
And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious.
Stats.
So
threw
for
for
Brooklyn,
175
it's an
yards.
important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10. Home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys.
Now, come next season, I have to decide whether I'm going to start Daniel Jones. I got the draft coming up, so it's a couple of guys that I have my eye on in the draft. But I'm gonna see what happens. Right now, I got some upgrades. I don't normally do it online, but I might as well get it done. So we have Sterling Shepard. Of course, he's going to be back next year. Right now, he's 85 overall. Let me see what I'm going to do. Because he pretty much runs his route the way he's supposed to. I don't really think I need that, but I need the physical up more. So now, that's up over, that's on 80. Now, he is been phenomenal all year. Even though I signed Antonio Brown to a 1-year contract last season, this guy has stepped up, coming over from San Francisco 49ers, and we traded Golden Tate II. So he will be our #1 starting wide receiver next year. Antonio Brown will not be coming back. So now I have to decide what I'm going to do, because he's definitely a deep threat. I think I'm going to go with I need him more to be physical. So let me upgrade that. And on defense, of course, he has been phenomenal all year. McIntosh, as well as Lawrence. Lawrence been hurt. all season long, but we have a solid defensive line. We already won in the NFL. So I'm going to definitely upgrade him. A speed rusher, power rusher, because he gets so many tackles on the defensive end. I think I'm going to upgrade this. That was +3. So I believe that's it as far as upgrading. I have one new injury report. And I have a lot of guys who are injured, which is not good. As that guy see, along with the second, he's been hurt, like I said, pretty much all season. Hernandez, he's not out for 4 weeks. So he's not going to be back in time to start the playoffs. Lawrence, he'll be back just in time for the playoffs. So let me go up top. He's also, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, so I'm not going to even try. But he's also out for 3 weeks. So pretty much we'll have these two guys back for the playoffs if we get past the first round. But let's see what happens. Other than that, this was week 16 of Madden 21 My Franchise, season 1. Y'all guys already know what it is. I love y'all. I appreciate all the support in the world. Keep it up. Love is love. Until next time, Mr. G. I'm your host, and I'm live from the Palace. Peace.